Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel. Today we are back with Peaky Blinders, episode 3. Last time on Peaky Blinders.
Wow, there was quite a few things.
A lot of things happened. What's the first thing you remember?
The big scene that comes to my mind. Well, I mean, maybe it's a big scene to me because I'm a woman. Is when he finds out his sister is pregnant.
Yeah.
And then
Freddy came back.
Yep, Freddy came back. And I think we still need to have some time to figure out his intentions and, you know, whatever.
We don't know enough yet.
We don't know enough yet.
The actor gives off a trusting vibe. You know, he's like, he seems genuinely happy.
Like a genuine vibe that he cares for her.
Right.
And maybe he does, but maybe there's a little bit of stuff on the side. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And we learned that he was like he grew up with Tommy and they were friends growing up.
Right. Saved his life.
Yep. The part that stuck out. So obviously the ending with the other horse race guy.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, so then we got the big reveal of Billy Kimber, I think.
Billy Kimber.
And it was kind of comical to me.
Yeah,
like we've been hearing so much about him, and I was thinking of him as like this super intimidating big guy,
like formidable,
has a lot of power, you know. And so then he walks in, and I'm like,
he's just like a he's almost it's as if like if the Shelby brothers didn't have a Tommy and Arthur was in charge, but they just happened to have like a family friend who was really sharp, but couldn't take. That's kind of what that felt like.
Right.
He's smart. He knows how he plays a different type of game. He plays behind the scenes. Pretty
much, I feel like, you know, Billy Kimber has been told his whole life that people are scared of him, people respect him.
Yeah, so he just
so it's fed his ego.
Right. And I think now with this meeting, I think Tommy sees that. I don't know if he knew that before, which made him think that his spot is there for the taking. He mentioned something.
Well, no, they've never met each other before because when he came in,
but he had heard stuff because he made a comment like about his position being there for the taking for whatever reason, and I can't remember the reasoning. But
I'm saying they've never met each other face to face.
No,
because that's what I'm saying. So like this was a complete.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can hear about things.
Oh yeah.
Like people talk. Like
so I think maybe Tommy was thinking the same thing as us when he meets him for the first time, and it's like, this is the guy I've heard so much about. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe it was more that and less so that he kind of already heard that he was like that. And that just confirmed it by seeing it in person. Anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on. Obviously, the whole Grace situation.
Yeah, something's gonna happen with her
because there was a really big meeting for leading up to the Grace part. The detective or the inspector and Tommy met.
Yep.
Campbell. And they had that chess match, which was really, really good.
That was a cool scene, and like only showing their eyes. That was a cool camera angle too.
And like you could tell the inspector's obviously really good at what he does, but maybe this is the first time he's come up against someone who is kind of on his level, if not above him, when it comes to like their
wit, smart, sharpness.
Yeah. IQ. I don't know what else
I don't know what word you're thinking of, but I can imagine it.
He was several steps ahead, so he's now relying on Grace to try a different way.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm sorry, I have to put you in this situation. And I think he's thinking like Tommy's gonna take advantage of her. You know, she's gonna have to be that girl that just has to take whatever comes.
And she's almost like, you underestimate me.
You underestimate me.
But at the same time, Tommy's he's careful and he's taking her to the horse race. So he has something else.
And he's done his research on her. He's like, you never worked in a pub. So then I'm wondering, and then that was the whole thing with him saying like, you were probably pregnant, had a kid, now you had to get out of town. Yep. So does he really think that? I feel like we're going to see.
Yep, that's right. So a lot of angles. I'm excited. Hopefully it continues. A lot of shows like to do like backtracks or fast forwards and all that. Hopefully we see like the next progression in the story because I'd like to get those answers. Okay. Well, before we do, guys, please consider subscribing to our channel. If you want to check out the full-length reactions, it is over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes. You want to check those out. Otherwise, I'm ready to hop in.
On a gathering storm comes a tall, handsome man in a dusty black coat with a red right hand.
Give me a bottle of whiskey and 3 glasses, please.
Scotch or Irish?
Irish.
I've decided not to go.
To
the races. Not unless you give me another £2.10 toward the dress.
Oh, wow.
I've already given you 3.
So you want me to go looking like a flower girl?
What I want, it makes no difference. It's not me you're dressing up for.
Oh no, he's gonna use her as like a pawn
Yeah,
in
but
this Kimber game,
maybe for Kimber, maybe for Kimber to distract him.
or he's gonna like bargain.
See, she's probably thinking like, oh, maybe I can kind of get a little sweet on him, and he's saying things like that.
He's like,
this isn't
it's
for
not.
me.
He's like, I don't need you.
Right.
Who said you had business?
Now, as you might know, most of the paint shop there is Irish. Big old place like that, rumors get started.
Rumors that there was a robbery.
Oh, word's starting to get out.
Robbery of what?
Guns, Mr. Shelby.
And now she's here. But I wonder if she knows. I wonder if he's told her that.
But when it comes to speculation, you can't beat a factory night shift.
Some say there was word from the proofing bay.
Uh-oh.
It was the Peaky blinders who took him.
Already.
We'd pay good money.
You have good money.
We have the collections from the pubs.
For who do you speak?
The people of Ireland.
The Irish Republican Army.
Remember the IRA.
You think we're jokers?
Am I laughing?
He's so like even keel.
I know.
Oh, Father, what?
What's up with this guy, man? He doesn't seem very
He's a little
intimidated by
hinged,
him.
unhinged.
I joined the IRA.
See, he's trying to speak to like his brotherhood, you know.
Bravo.
I was about to say like,
I thought you only allowed singing on a Saturday.
Whiskey is good proofing water. Tells you who's real and who isn't.
Oh, maybe that was on
What do my
purpose.
countrymen want?
Oh, they're nobodies.
Their accents were so thick, it's a wonder you could understand them. Next time I could translate.
You'd work for me.
I thought I already was.
So you are coming to the races.
say no.
Buy something red. To match his handkerchief.
His.
Whose handkerchief?
It's probably
It has to be
Billy
Kimber.
Kimber. Yeah.
Come on, princess. The vicar's waiting.
Wait. How do I look?
It's like such a traditional 1920s.
Yeah.
Like an angel.
That was a cute scene.
What do we know about the Black Swan? An operative has provided intelligence,
An operative Grace. Yeah.
and it is a place where IRA men gather. Will she do everything for you?
She, sir.
Exactly.
One female operative has proved more useful than any you great lumps of man.
So they don't even know about her.
We are regular police officers, not spies. We can only act when a crime's been committed. My tactics come from my experiences in France. Most of my great lumps of men served in France.
Is he calling him out?
sir.
Is he calling him out? Probably.
I serve my country every day. That'll be all, Sergeant.
I guess they don't like him that much behind the scenes.
Well, it all comes down to that. Who did and didn't serve.
Right. Especially right after the war. It's like out here alone. It's a little risky.
Oh,
You see?
Fancy me, do you? What are you? Copper? I've seen you.
Oh, does he recognize her?
Face serving at the garrison.
of course.
I'm taking you in for interrogation on behalf of the Irish Free State.
I was just about to say, oh. No. Did people see? Oh. Yeah, somebody saw.
Ada and Freddy Thorne were married today. They defied your orders. They haven't left.
Oh, so he didn't want them to leave.
I promised I'd run Freddy out of town.
Oh, that's right.
Who?
Ah, I forgot about that. That was part of the deal.
I forgot about that too.
I told the coppers Freddy wouldn't come back. It was part of the deal.
If you let me deal with Ada and Freddy, it'll end in peace.
You get Freddy out of town, Paul. Or else I'll deal with him myself.
How do you do that?
Jeez.
The victim had been drinking in the Black Swan pub, sir. The pub that you told me about. And the neighbour said that she saw a young woman leaving the streets where the body was found. I wondered if there was a connection.
A connection with what, Sergeant?
Well, he said that your spy was a woman, sir. I wondered if there was now a policy.
A little careless.
He was killed by one of his own. That'll be all, Sergeant. And they're not called spies. They're called operatives.
Operatives, sir, right, sir.
You had no business.
Oh, you already knew it was her.
Observe and report. That is your remit.
I decided we needed to know where he lived.
According to the rules, I should pull you out of Garrison Lane immediately.
No, this is an active military mission. Your words. I'm doing my job. I know that because of our family connections, you take my progress personally, but I don't need you to be my father.
Maybe he feels like
He would be thinking of you.
he thinks he has like a responsibility because he was friends with her dad. Or
like the way he touches her, like I remember when she left that like opera room, and I'm like, that was a little like, okay, like fatherly love, but almost a little too,
yeah, that right there though,
like a different
intimate?
Intimate is the word I'm thinking.
People keep asking me questions that I don't know the answer to. Is it true your lady got married? So I don't know. Where's she living there?
Maybe he just hates being in the dark.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Is it you, Peaky Blinders, who stole the guns from the BSA?
He's like, what guns?
What guns, Tommy?
I thought after your beating, I thought you needed a break.
What bloody guns, Tommy?
He just feels like he's being knocked down a lot of pegs, you know?
You've had a hard time these past few years, God knows you have. You deserve some rest. And all you need to know is, it's us that has the machine guns now.
He's like machine gun.
Yeah.
He literally knows how to talk to everybody.
I know. He knows. He just wants to feel like he's important.
I heard that Freddy married your sister.
Man.
Some family you've got, eh? Let you go and wait for Christmas. Deliver Freddy Thorne to us. Or take your sister in as an accomplice. Or you can turn him in.
Oh, no.
Your sister goes free.
Now he wants him to turn him in, not even...
Let him just go. Get out of here. Great. See, Freddy spent one day too long. Oh, man. It's the same day, the same dress.
What is it?
Have you seen Freddy Thorne? No.
That's not him. Oh. What? Did he talk to him and tell him what he needs to do and he's just mad? So he's holding a gun?
Came to tell you.
Oh gosh, I'm not going anywhere.
That's not gonna work, Tommy.
Your honesty is appreciated now if you're not going to use that thing.
I'm not finished.
Oh gosh.
Sit down. Sit down.
I wonder if he thinks he would really shoot him. Exactly, he just had it. Uh-oh.
Won't let you f up my sister's life for your cause.
Oh God. No, maybe the girls are gonna show up just in time.
You actually believe that?
Oh, see, that's what he's gonna play that.
If he convinces him that it's real, maybe.
I love her, Tom.
I was about to say, I love your sister. I was gonna call that line.
She was 9 and I was 12.
This marriage will not stand.
Well, maybe it was enough to diffuse this situation, but they're kind of at a stalemate.
Right?
Freddy didn't want your money. And now the coppers are saying that if we don't turn Freddy in, they'll put Ada on the arrest warrant as well. That's where your compassion gets you, Paul.
Yeah, had you not forced him out the night before?
We do it my way.
Or what?
She's not intimidated by him, and I love it.
She's probably the only one left.
It's a good dynamic.
She's the only one left that can kind of somewhat stand up to him.
What news from London? I was in a pub. It's called Mother Redcap, an Irish pub. I got talking to some old bloke about Birmingham. He said there's been trouble. An IRA man shot.
Man.
He said a lot, but the only bit I heard was that their high command think it's the Peaky Blinders who shot him. I came up on the next boat to warn you.
Man, that word travels.
Get a message to him. Tell him to send someone to parlay. Tell him there's been a misunderstanding and we don't want any trouble.
Is it that easy, though?
You've got enough trouble, right, Tommy?
Uh-oh.
The whiskey and the smoke. I can smell it in the air.
He knows he's doing some sort of a drug or...
Yeah, it's to help him sleep.
Your sister was here.
Is this the day of the race?
She was worried, you and Freddy. It had made her sick. Can't be easy for her. Her brother and her husband fighting over the same thing.
She, like, talks a little too much sometimes. And what's that? I'm thinking, like,
yeah,
fighting over the same thing.
I'll meet you here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Did you buy a dress?
Yes, bought a dress.
Oh, it's him.
This is totally foreshadowing.
What? Them getting ready?
No, of like a connection between them. Oh, she's getting her gun ready. Oh, wow. Let's just put it right there in the verse.
And it has still that one chamber empty from...
Oh, yeah. You're right.
But did she use her own gun? Or I thought it was his gun that went off that he pulled on her.
That's what I thought too.
Is it just the two of us going to the races?
Something like that.
Something
what does
like
he have
that.
planned?
I don't know.
Well, he didn't really give her the look you said he would.
All right, I called it wrong.
Or it was subtle. Or it's later.
What's our mission, boy?
To stick it to the Lee family, Arthur!
That's right. The Lees are skimming money off legal bookies. But today, we're going to stop them.
What about Kimber's men? Thought he had his own protection.
Kimber's let his troops go rotten. They're on the take from the Lees to look the other way. We're going to show Kimber how it should be done.
Ah, so they're trying to get on his good side, right?
Right.
Are you sure we're allowed in here?
Well, I prefer to come to the races the back way. Keeps me out of trouble. Tracks the lawless places.
Oh, the jockeys.
Can't stand petty criminals. You're lucky you're with me. You'd be wasting your money on fixed races.
Fixed races?
I always wondered, how do you fix a race?
How should I know? Tell security you are Lady Sarah.
He just tells her what he...
Excuse us. Lady Sarah Duggan of Connemara. You got lost when you went to look for the boy riding a horse. Dandy flower. If they ask about me, say that I'm Prussian. Don't speak a word of English.
Oh my gosh.
Do you dance?
If I'm asked properly.
Lady Sarah, Connemara.
Connemara.
You dance with me.
I wonder why he's dancing. Oh.
Oh, he wants him to see her, probably.
Roberts, the Peaky Blinders are here.
Told you, Mr. Kimber. He's got some balls, that one.
And she's got some body, that one.
Shark, we your blood bowl. £5 a step. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Oh, there it goes.
Hello, Raz. How's business?
Oh.
Oh. Oh my.
No more chalking on Billy Kimber's boys. Right?
Oh my gosh.
We're the protection there. I commandeer this stolen money
By order of the Peaky Blinders.
He's like, so everybody can hear.
Either your left leg is stronger than your right, or we're making a getaway. I hope this doesn't involve razor blades.
I've started to move up in the world. Become a legitimate businessman.
My God, you're serious.
I'm always serious.
We chased the laser across the track right the way down the Devon Road. We got every penny back.
Off we go, Lady Sarah.
And he's doing it publicly.
Your money, Mr. Kimber. Rescued from the Lee brothers and returned to you with a request for a fair hearing. I want to suggest that from now on, you contract out your racetrack security to the Peaky Blinders. In return, you give us 5% of the take and 3 legal betting pitches at every race meeting north of the River Severn, rising to 6 after 1 year if we are all satisfied with the service.
He's listening to his whole pitch.
What do you say, Mr. Kimber?
And by
Is he looking at Mr. Kimber?
Yes, but
I say you talk business to my accountant.
exactly. Because he doesn't know anything. He's probably expecting that.
But that right there is like his way of saying, if it happens, it happens. You let me know.
How many men can you put in the field at one time?
There's a lot of men out of work at the moment. 2 guards for every bookie.
At every meeting?
We have contacts with good people among the gypsies. We'll always know when the Lees plan to attack.
Ah, he's keeping an eye on her.
Looks like you two are making a deal.
We are making progress.
And let me throw a small condition into the mix.
See, he has to have a
Uh-oh, he's going to say something about her.
Oh, you're right.
So listen, we're gonna go for dinner at Kimber's house. Here's a place a couple of miles away.
Uh-oh.
I have some business to settle first with this accountant, so you go on ahead with
Oh, no.
Just me and him.
Yeah, till I'm done here. Is that all right? You said you wanted to work for me. To do that, you have to sharpen up. The deal is, I'll give him 2 hours with you. He thinks he's a ladies' man.
I'm a clause in a contract.
If you want to be part of my organization, you have to make sacrifices.
She has to make a call.
I don't like it. This is going to get very uncomfortable.
I wonder.
Oh, God. No, that's too far.
Right.
You showed me up back there at the races. Why don't you teach me how to dance properly?
Uh-oh. How does she...
Music's too slow. Put on a Charleston.
Well, then we'd be far away. I want to dance like this.
Maybe get him drunk? You know?
I don't know. Ugh. Have you ever been in a house this big?
Look at you. You look like a bloody film star.
Oh my God, I told you this would be so uncomfortable.
Oh, look, I've dropped something. Pick it up.
Oh my God.
You're a fucking barmaid. If I drop a glass on the floor, you pick it up.
Oh boy, this is gonna get messy.
I tried something, right? Yeah?
Oh no.
Glass on the floor.
Oh no.
You bend over.
Is she gonna shoot it?
What?
No, sir, no.
What are you doing here? I've got another hour.
Just wait. Listen to me. Just listen to me.
He was
I was
disturbed.
gonna let you go through with it, but in the end, my conscience got the best of
See?
me. She looks good on the outside,
But she's rotten inside.
but she has the clap.
Oh.
Oh no, this poor lady.
She's a...
Oh no.
So she's like
thanks?
Right. She's just mad at the whole situation.
Start of the day, I was Lady Sarah of Connemara.
Now I'm
By the end, I
a
was
prostitute with
clap.
syphilis.
You're offering me like that. But then you change your mind. Why did you change your mind, Thomas?
Mm.
Man, the editing is...
I know. I got goosebumps. I think so. He genuinely...
I told you he
changed
was
his mind.
troubled by what he was doing to her.
Ah, man.
That was a good episode.
That was a good way to end. Yeah, when he was in the car with that other lady, he wouldn't even look at her.
He's just like, I'm stressed. He was in distress for sure.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is, since the beginning, like since he invited her, from the very get-go, it's like I'm trying to remember the timeline. Did he invite her? Did he tell her he's taking her to the races after he had the meeting with Kimber? Or was it before?
No, yeah.
It was after. Because see, I feel like if it would have happened before, he was planning out way ahead.
It might have been.
I can't remember when it was. But I think the whole time, he's known she's coming with me. She's going to be a distraction for him. Like he's not thinking about her.
Well, she's going to, like you said earlier, like she's going to sweeten the deal a little bit.
Right.
Cause a little bit of distraction.
Like, take
lure
her as
him into his,
like use that as like
his deal.
Maybe because he knows about him and his ways, and he's simple-minded.
Yeah.
So he's like, if I just take her, like maybe I can get this deal done without it, but that'll just kind of, because of the way he is, it'll just like lock it in, like it's a sure deal. But all the way up until the point somewhere along the line, because they've had like several little like interactions.
She's trying to like break him, and like I said, I feel like she's a little too forward with her like wanting to get information.
Right. She's like, so what do y'all fight about? So like she's trying to get like personal.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like a little too
okay.
But something along the way about the way she talks to him or something was enough for him to be like,
he's intrigued with her for sure. And like that woman asked him, she's like, well, what is she? And he's like, God's honest truth, I have no clue what she is. Like, right. So then I really don't.
Maybe she's just different. Like he doesn't seem to be, like before she came to the picture, he doesn't seem to be interested in women because even his brothers are like, I think it's time.
Yeah.
And so even her, like everyone else,
doesn't want the distraction.
Right. Everyone else sees her and they're like, oh, why are you here? Like they're immediately like curious. He just kind of just whatever. He played it off.
Yeah. He kind of like has a little bit too much of a blind eye towards her. Yeah. I mean, the thing is his character, he doesn't say a lot of what he's thinking anyway. And I think they keep that hidden from us as well.
Yeah.
So he could be like thinking a lot of things, but we're just not privy to that information yet.
Yep.
So I don't know, but that was a really intense, like good. I was thinking at the beginning, I'm like, this sure is moving pretty slow considering we're supposed to have like the races.
Right.
And then obviously we didn't see any races. There was nothing. It was just the back.
So the big thing is
the behind the scenes of the races. Really.
Now so they're now hired as the protection for them.
Yeah.
And obviously, even if like he gets mad, his accountant's going to convince him we need them because whatever.
Right.
Like he's really
they just returned a ton of money, and then the accountant's going to go through all that money and it's like, yep, this is all the money. Like, yeah. So, and Tommy knows that he's doing business with the accountant more than Kimber. So you're right. Maybe he had heard a lot about his character.
Right.
Somewhere like
along
beforehand.
The line.
So
he knew
heard
things. Yeah. He knew to do that maybe. And like purposely dancing in front of them.
She's like, she's like, your left leg is either way stronger or we're
making
like,
a getaway. That was funny.
Yeah, there's
her
a
face,
couple of
when
funny.
he came in and said that, like she has syphilis, she was like, but it's a weird moment because you're relieved.
Yeah, exactly. Like thanks, but no thanks.
Right,
I don't know how to.
I thought she was gonna shoot him.
Okay, she's getting, I feel like, a little too careless with this gun. Like obviously I know she wants to have protection, but first of all, that gun came from Campbell, right?
Oh, so like,
where does this gun come from? What's its story?
Like maybe it's unmarked.
Hopefully she has a story for this gun when she's carrying it loosely in her purse.
I know.
Hopefully she has a whole thing behind it. Anyway.
And like, let's say if he didn't show up and she pulled a gun on him and shot him, that would have just completely derailed everything.
Like, you can't just go and randomly shoot Kimber.
Like it messes up like her, the Campbell thing, but then also Tommy and the deal. And because then if Kimber's out of the picture, then who's in charge?
Right.
The accountant isn't anybody without.
Well, that's like taking on way too much trouble.
Yeah. Have they even given us his name? The accountant's name? I think, is that right?
The accountant.
You see what I'm saying? It's like on purpose. It's like he's the brains, but
yeah,
he doesn't have the name.
He doesn't have. Oh my gosh! When he dropped that cup in front of her, pick it up.
Oh, he's just sick.
He's sick.
He has like a sick, twisted. I don't know.
He seems like
it's
like
a control
spoiled,
power.
Yes, like a
control
spoiled,
freak. Yeah. That's what he.
I mean,
he gives off that
I'm
spoiled.
using nice terms, but there's other terms in my mind that fit him a little better. But
well, at least they were able to get what they wanted, which is like get a step closer. What does that earn? What does that gain them though? I'm trying to remember.
I just think he's very powerful. I think Kimber has a lot of power, obviously, and has a lot of money.
So he just gets him closer to Kimber by being his muscle, and by eventually the Lees are going to find out, like, the Peaky Blinders are at every event we tried to take. Somebody's leaking information.
Well, the Lees used to be. They were was Kimber hiring the Lees to kind of like.
No, it was no.
It was, and then the Lees started taking money.
Oh, maybe that's how it started. No, but then they were saying that the Lees were paying off their the people that he hired to protect himself from the Lees. The Lees are also paying that, giving them a cut to keep it a little. That's why whenever he was standing there, he had two guys behind him. He was saying, "Your guys are taking a cut." He even almost looked at them.
Yeah.
So it's like he paid. They're being paid by both sides. They're being paid by both sides.
That ear scene was just too much.
Oh man.
Oh my god, it was too real. That was too much.
I know I didn't even look at it. I just saw a chunk of his ear missing afterwards. So, and then the other big thing is now, what's gonna happen with Ada and Freddy? Like, what's their future? Because he didn't.
I don't know.
He wanted him gone, and the inspector, but now they wanted him arrested. But then you're gonna have to
turn in your sister's husband for arrest, or you're offering your sister up for arrest.
That
it's like,
or you somehow he's
it's just a pain in his side at this point. Like, you could have just left. Why didn't you just leave?
I know. And he even told Polly, had we done it, you did it your way, look what it's gotten us.
Your compassion got you. Yeah.
So I think what's gonna probably happen is he'll have to like change up the deal or something. Like, he has all the leverage because he has the guns. He's gonna have to be like, I'll give you, I don't know, some of the guns. But Freddy stays. He'll be quiet. He'll stay quiet. No more riots, but he stays. He's gonna have to give something up for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. Campbell wanted Freddy out because he's causing too much disruption in the streets.
Yep. And sure enough, the very next day, he's like, let a man sleep on it. Next day, does a whole different riot. Yeah. Well, that was good. We'll see what ends up happening with Grace, because she was mad, but then she said,
I feel like she needs to like play it a little cooler.
Okay, but see, it's also hard to tell what her intentions are, because like she's like, but then you changed your mind, right? When she's turned and said, but then you changed your mind, is that Grace talking, like being somewhat like, okay, maybe he's letting his guard down a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that just the undercover Grace just saying that to make him think that she's not fully upset, but deep down her as a person is? Like, what version of her said that? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think that's just her as a woman. Like,
well, I think her as a woman, she was genuinely upset. That part was real. Her as a woman. Mm-hmm. But then the part saying, but then you changed your mind, is that like, okay, I got to put my act on. I can't stay mad at him because I'm undercover. I have to sweeten up to him.
Yeah.
Was that her undercover brain talking, or was that her personal? She's like, well, he did change his mind, maybe, and you know what I mean, like, or thank you for saving me in a weird way. You know, I don't really know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, I don't know how to word it, but that's kind of, yeah. She's learning quickly. She can't just. I don't know what her history is, but he's obviously not like all the other, like any other guy. Like a Billy Kimber would have taken 2 seconds to get information from him if that was her assignment.
Exactly.
He'd be like, so tell me. He's like, well, says everything.
Oh no.
Anyway,
I'm not sure he knows a whole lot. Anyway,
honestly, he probably really he only knows probably the basics.
It's like, make a deal with my accountant, and he'll, it's pretty much he'll let me know what's happening.
It's kind of like
I don't think he knows anything.
He's similar. It's almost an insult to compare him to like an Arthur, in the sense that. Yeah. I feel like Arthur's a little bit more capable. Is more capable than what Billy Kimber. Billy Kimber seems like if his accountant moved, he would not know anything.
Well, the thing with Kimber is you also don't get the sense from him that he could like protect himself.
Yeah, nothing.
At least
like,
the Peaky Blinders, like all of them, they
can fight.
Yeah,
like if he was in a fight and he had no weapons, he wouldn't even know how to fight. Yeah.
Anyways, that was
good
a
episode.
long post discussion. I feel like
Sorry,
there's so many. That was a good episode, though.
Yeah, we're technically halfway through the season.
Wow.
So these been really good. The episodes fly. I like the pacing. It's been really good. But all right, well, that's all we got. Good episode, a lot of fun. If you could like this type of content, like this reaction, please consider subscribing to our channel. The full-length reaction is over on our Patreon, as well as early access to future episodes. You want to check those out over there. The rest of the season may already be out there. Not really sure. At least a few episodes. It's been really good. But otherwise, we will be back next week with episode 4. Until then, we will catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Peace.